Today, it's exactly 5 years ago that my dream I had as a little girl, that you marry your partner for life and you always stay together. And yeah, this is the dream I had, and it all fell apart. 22 December 2017. This was the day that the father of the children told me through an app message that our relationship was over. So I felt really awful at that time, and I didn't know where to go. I really needed some time to process this. So I went to the house of my parents, and my parents were in Australia at that time, at the house of my brothers, celebrating Christmas in Australia. And I was there alone, processing things that just happened, and I didn't know. Just thinking how to move on and what to do now. And when I was going through this process, Marco, the man I was married to at that time, he called me and said, "Can I come by so we can talk?" So I said, "Well, that's a good idea, because we hadn't talked since the last app message. Good idea, just come by so we can talk." So it was December 24, so a few hours before Christmas Eve. And then we had an honest conversation, and I was told that there was someone else in the game that he fell in love with, and it was new information for me, and also new information for children. No one knew at that time. So at Christmas Eve, I decided to tell him that he had to choose. He could not have two women to love, so just make your choice. It's me and the children, or you stay with us, or you choose for the other woman. So then first Christmas day came, and I was expecting him actually to come home right away with flowers and chocolate and say, "So sorry, what went wrong?" But it didn't. Then second Christmas day came, and I thought, he will of course come to us and it will all be all right again. But it wasn't. It didn't happen. He didn't came. So we were just looking at the door, the front door, me and the children, and just expecting him to come home. And because that didn't come true, that thing that we expected it to happen, I remember waking up in Holland, we have two Christmas Day, official Christmas days, everyone is free. And the third Christmas Day is not really a national holiday anymore, but in that moment we all had a day off. So it was probably in the weekend, I suppose. I can't really remember, but at least there was no work for the third Christmas Day. So I remember waking up and telling myself, never again. A Christmas like this, never. I mean, the children and I, we deserve so much better. If he can choose, I will make the decision. I will choose. So I woke up and I took all Christmas stuff, inclusive the lights and the Christmas balls and decorations, everything that had to do with Christmas. I took it down and I threw it all away. Every single piece, I threw it all away. And it was good stuff. So, but I thought, never again. And this was for me a symbolic way to say never again. And then the year started, of course, I mean, new year, but without this dream. And what I found out that it was a hard year. I went through a very deep depression. I even had, I even went this deep that I remember one day sitting in the sun, forcing myself to look for the sun because I felt that I really needed sunlight, really light in my life. So I forced myself to sit in the sun, and while tears were falling down my cheeks, and I said to myself, I can't bear this any longer. It's over. I can't do this any longer. I can fight. It's too hard. I was so depressed that in that time I said I want to end my life. It's over. I can't do this anymore. I can't. And then I told myself, okay, if you're this deep, give yourself one more year. Just one more year. Give life a chance. And that's what I did. I said, okay, just one more year. And then I will evaluate. And if nothing happens, then I know it's okay to go. But instead of doing that, I started looking for help. I started doing small things. I started writing down the things that made me happy before this event happened. And I started doing small things. Was it easy? No. The first activity I did with my children, I was so depressed. I remember that I was hoping to just fall. We were climbing in trees, and it was a fun activity. We did it before, and we used to love that. But this time I thought, oh, I hope something will break and I will fall down and I will just die in the moment. I was so depressed. I was really bad. But it was also the activity that at the end of the activity, that it was the first time I started to laugh again. One of the children made a remark. I can't remember what they said, but it was something funny. And I heard myself laugh for the very first time, and I was like, I laugh? Wow, it is possible to laugh again. And by planning activities and doing things that I knew before this life event made me happy, it just, it finally, slowly became better. And yes, one of the highlights in that year was that I went on a road trip with my children for 6 weeks in the US and we went from New York to Los Angeles. And I drove my car by myself through the Rocky Mountains, which is a separate story. I really had to overcome some fears there. But I mean, when that first year, it was very low, but also good times that happened. And then Christmas came, the first Christmas that that we were officially having this divorce. And I didn't know how to do that. I knew it would never be the same as last year. We would not be expecting anyone. We would not be waiting for anyone. And as captain of my ship, I didn't know, I knew I wanted it better, but how do I do it better? And then my lifesaver, my youngest child at that moment was 13 years old, my daughter. She came to me and said, I am looking forward to Christmas, Mommy. And I was a little bit surprised. I said, okay, nice. Let's buy a Christmas tree, Mommy. And I was like, okay, yes, right, of course. So that really helped me to break the pattern and set up the Christmas tree. And yes, I had to buy everything new because, I didn't have anything from the year before, of course. So when I was in the shop, I noticed that I still loved the same colors, red and white, for Christmas tree. So I said to myself, I didn't like the blue color or other colors. So I was like, I still like the same colors, but I don't want to do it the same way, or at least not even the same colors like I had 22 years of my life when we were together as a couple. So I wanted it different. So, ta-da! Here it is, my Christmas tree. It is a different Christmas tree. I have now it's the colors have changed. So I used to have red Christmas balls. Now I have white Christmas balls, and the garlands are red instead of silver. So it's totally the opposite, and I love it. So I'm 100% okay with my Christmas tree. I love my Christmas tree. And what I want to give as a message for Christmas now, this time of the year. I don't know in what time of your life you are. I don't know if you are in a year that you think, oh, I hope it will pass as soon as possible. Or if you're in a time of year that everything is fine and you're celebrating, that's perfect. But if not, then know that it is possible to become happy again. I really want to become a symbol of a mom um, with 4 children in the age of 12, 16, 18, and 20 at the time of the divorce. That it was hard to go through this divorce, but it was worth to go on and continue life and to step into a new future and to start to live life and love life. And I'm working on my bucket list things, and I love it. And I've been searching for answers like how to deal with divorce when you were having children, how to deal with the emotions and set boundaries, how to help my children with their emotions, because I didn't have, at that time of my divorce, I didn't have the answers of all these questions. How do I tell my children? Is there any help for my children after we told the children of our divorce? What can I do? What are things that I have to be aware of after we told the children of our divorce? What's a good way? What are things to watch for my children? Because of course, as a mom, I want the best for my children, and I can't. If the relationship is over, it's just over. So I have to deal with my emotions, and my children have to deal with their emotions. But what can I do as a parent, as a father or a mother? And I have found the answers, and how to work on the relationship to better the relationship with your children after the divorce if it didn't work out the way you wanted. It's all possible. It's all possible to be happy again and live your fullest life full of joy. And that's my message for this Christmas. If you need help with the emotions, with the boundaries of children, with stepping into your future, your happy future again, after you have dealt with the emotions you just have to get through, um, it is possible. So watch my YouTube channel, watch my or listen to my podcast, and I will help you. I will inspire you. That's what I love to do, to inspire you to move on and step into your beautiful future with your children. And I know it's possible. I know for sure that everything you need is already inside of you. It's something I learned from Tony Robbins. All you need is already in you. And I hope to inspire you, to help you find this happy life again. And of course, it doesn't mean that you're happy all the time. That's fake. Of course, I have my bad days. That's life. But overall, yes, I enjoy life. I love life. And yeah, that's it for today. As captain of my ship, I know and I believe that, sorry, making a decision can help you move forward in life and can get you to the direction where you want to sail as captain of your ship. And you're the captain, you decide. You decide if you are ready to move on or if you want to stay sad for a longer period of time. And I'm not there to say it's right or wrong, because you feel for yourself what's the best for you and for your children. So it's all up to you. It's your life. Make the best of it. And yeah, talk to you soon and hope to inspire you. All the best. Bye bye.